is, aside from their efficient admin and communication skills, they are very supportive on a professional level, but at the same time, you can feel that personal touch. They care about you not because that's what they do, but because it's who they are. It's a rare quality that you can find in consultancy and feel they will really work with you. Actually, I already did. I know something so good, right? If you're looking for a strong support system and very excellent in admin skills, then Kanata is the right education consultancy for you. The physical setup of classes, well, really a deep experience immersed in Canada's culture. I believe that will stretch my mind.
Kumusta naman yung experience nyo with Kanata Education? Siyempre, tinulungan
alam mo, in all honesty, sobrang laking tulong sa amin ng Kanata kasi step by step, yung pagtulong nila, ramdam mo talaga yung genuine concern and support nila. Hindi na sila yung agency na basta makakuha ng pera or makapagpasa lang or ma-check lang ng document sila. Soro sila ma-check ng document. Makulit sila, matay sila. They see to it that everything is in order before they launch the visa application. So alam mo, hindi lang yung feeling ng may trust ka, pero feeling mo rin panatag ka sa application kasi alam mo na check mo maayos at talagang pinaglaanan ng oras yung documents mo.
Aside from their efficient admin and communication skills, they are very supportive on a professional level, but at the same time, you can feel that personal touch. They care about you not because that's what they do, but because it's who they are. And I think that's a rare quality that you can find in a consultancy, and you can feel they will really work with you. Actually, I already did. I know already doing something so good, right? If you're looking for a strong support system and very excellent in admin skills, then Kanata is the right education consultancy for you. The physical setup of classes, well, really a deep experience being immersed in Canada's future. I hope that stretch my mind and knowledge.
So, kumusta naman yung experience nyo with Kanata Education? Siyempre, tinulungan
Alam mo, in all honesty, sobrang laking tulong sa amin ng Kanata kasi step by step, yung pagtulong nila, ramdam ko talaga yung genuine concern and support nila. Hindi na sila yung agency na basta makakuha ng pera or kapagpasa lang or ma-check lang ng document sila. Sila mag-check ng document. Makulit sila, matay sila. They see to it that everything is in order before they launch visa application. So alam mo, hindi lang yung feeling ng may trust ka, pero feeling mo rin Kanata ka sa application mo kasi alam mo na-check mo maayos at talagang pinaglaanan ng oras yung document.
All right. Hello, guys. Good evening and welcome to Kanata Educational Consultancy Services free webinar. So thank you for spending your Friday evening with us. I know that you're kind of excited. It's already weekend and marami sa atin yung may mga balak na gawin, pwedeng possible na baka balak nyo maglaba this weekend or mamasyal since we're already on alert level 4. So it's kind of exciting because we're already close to the Christmas season and marami tayong mga pangarap na gustong marating. So we have two colleges or two schools right now. We have Cambrian College and Confederation College. Both are in the province of Ontario. Now, as I've mentioned earlier, marami sa atin dito ang may mga pangarap at isa sa mga pangarap na yun ay makapunta sa Canada. Now, the good news is that these schools are located on cities that are members of RNIP. So guys, listen carefully. This may be your chance to fulfill your dreams, and later on we will discuss how Kanata can help you achieve that. So without further delay, let's all welcome our first guest speaker from Cambrian College. Hello there and good evening, Sophia.
Hello, Christina.
Hi.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Okay, I'm so happy today to share with you about the presentation, the sessions from Kanata Agency and Mangada Yapi. So my name is Sophia and I am the market representative for Cambrian College in Vietnam and the Philippines. So first of all, I would like to say thank you, Kanata, for holding the event online today, and thank you all of you for joining as well. Okay, so today I'm gonna I'm gonna present to you about our school, Cambrian College, for who are looking an affordable school to study and an opportunity to immigrate in Canada. Okay, so now I would love to share my screen. Okay, so can you see my screen now? Okay, so welcome again to Cambrian College. Okay, so this is the one of the public college in Canada, and it is located in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada. And before I start, I would love to share with you about our successful story from our student. So one of them is Miss Maria. Yeah, she graduated from Cambrian College last year with both programs, project management and personal support worker. And after that, she got BCWB up to 3 years. And now she got a full-time and permanent job in Sudbury. And another successful story from Mr. Jeb. And this is the photo of his family. It's very beautiful. So Mr. Jeb said that after a year of study project management and a few months of work, he finally received his community recommendation, and now his application for PR is underway. And he is the first student who succeeded for RNIP program at Cambrian College. Okay, and both of them also agree that Canada is an education destination for international students like them, where dreams do come true. And now it's your turn. When you choose Canada, I mean that your dream will become true. Okay, good luck. And now I would love to share with you our location. Where is Cambrian College? Okay, so you can see this is the map of Canada, right? So Cambrian College is located in Sudbury, Ontario. And Sudbury is the largest city in Ontario and the most populous in Northern Ontario. Greater Sudbury is world-class mining center, which today still continues to supply 16,000 mining-related jobs. And the city has expanded to become a regional hub for financial, for business service, tourism, healthcare, research, education for Northeastern Ontario. And you can see that it is only a 4-hour by car or bus or 1 hour by airplanes from Toronto. So I mean that it's not too far from Toronto. You can easily visit your relative or your friends in Toronto on weekends or on special events, right? Okay, so now I would love to share with you some fun facts about Sudbury. So Sudbury is ranked as the Canada Happiness City in 2015, and here's some reason. First of all, we are the home of, first of all, we are home to approximately 165,000 people, and it is multicultural and truly bilingual community. So we are the third largest French-speaking population in Canada outside the province of Quebec. Secondly, we are the city of lakes with more than 300 lakes and hundreds of kilometers of trails in every direction. So if you love the outdoor activities such as hiking, biking, skiing, I strongly believe Sudbury is a good choice for you. Okay, and let's talk a little bit about our temperature. So it's easy to fall in love with 4 seasons in outdoor adventures in Sudbury. We have 4 magnificent seasons. So in winter, it's cold, of course, because we are Canada, right? But my students said that, okay, they can still survive because the average temperature in winter is around minus 18 or 20 degrees, and the temperature in summer is around 25 to 28 degrees. So as the international student, you definitely have experience for 4 seasons in Sudbury. It's very beautiful. Okay, so now I would love to share with you the short video about Sudbury. So there you go. Super, the lovely community. So you can see that there is never a boring day or night in Superi. You will find plenty to do and enjoy in Superi, from festivals, outdoor recreations and sports, or museum, shopping, dining, or socializing. So it is all within easy reach. And Greater Superi has efficient and economical public transit and is easy to navigate by car, by bike, or even on foot. Okay, so I would love to summarize the top reasons to study in Superi. So first of all, in terms of cost of living. Okay, so I would love to share with you the comparison between cost of living in Superi and Toronto. So you can see that if you live in Superi per month, you may spend more than 1,000 Canadian dollar per month. While living in Toronto, you may spend more than 2,000 Canadian dollar per month. Okay, so you can see that if you live in Superi, you can save a lot of money from tuition fee, and also living expense is around 800 Canadian dollar, right? Okay, and number two, it is about the English level, right? I know that most of Filipino students, they are very good at English. But if you still want to improve your English or French, you can study, you can consider to study here, because there are lots of local people who are living here. And number three and number four, it is the city with less distractions and safer community, especially during the pandemic. And number five, it is about the job opportunities. So as I mentioned before, because we are the largest city in Ontario and the most populous in Northern Ontario. So that is to say there are a lot of job opportunities for international students. And number six, it is about the immigration opportunities. As I mentioned before, Superi is one of 11 communities is chosen for the RNIP, Rural Northern Immigration Pilot Program. Okay, so now let's move to the part-job opportunities. So to be honest, I usually receive many inquiries from international students. They usually ask me, is it easy to find a part-time job during study with us? And my answer is yes, it is. But it still depends on your skill or your experience. I mean that there are a lot of students who are studying with us. They are looking for the part-time job on campus. For example, in international student service department, or gym center, or library, or residence. Or they can look for the part-time job off campus like Walmart, hospital, clinic, and a lot of restaurants, right? And also, I would love to share with you the key business employers in Superi. Yeah, they come from mining, healthcare, education, finance, and engineering technology. And according to statistics from Superi, the main industry in Superi is healthcare, and the largest industries by occupation is sales and service. So if you have experience related to healthcare, then the city of Superi is a good choice for you, as well as you have experience in sales and service. Okay. And yeah, so if you have a chance to visit Superi, please don't forget to take the picture with this one's big nickel. Yeah, this is also this is also our iconic in Superi, because we are the mining capital of the world. So we have the world's largest coin. It's very beautiful. Okay, and now let's move to the the most important part. Why you should choose Cambrian College to study? So, well, actually, we have a lot of reasons. First of all, Cambrian College is a leader in education and training in Northern Ontario. Secondly, we have more than 50,000 graduates working in diverse and dynamic careers all around the world. And in recent years, Ontario employers have ranked Cambrian students as the best in the province. And we are one of the top 50 research colleges in Canada, because we have Cambrian R&D, Research and Development. Okay, and I would love to share with you the KPI from Cambrian College. Okay, so I'm so proud of Cambrian College because we have the highest rate of graduate enrollment rate last year, 91.9%. Right, and if you want to get more information about 24 public colleges in Ontario, you can visit its website collegeontario.org. Yeah, and then you can see the detail of KPI of each college in Ontario. It's very interesting. Okay, and now as you can see, this is the our photo of main campus in Sudbury, and also we have the on-campus resident, so that is very convenient for international students to commute to their class every day. At the moment, Cambrian College is the largest college in Northern Ontario with more than 4,900 students, including 1,600 international students from over 30 countries. And in terms of Filipino community, at the moment, we have more than 25 Filipino students who are studying with us. And I do hope in the future, the number of Filipino students will be increasing. Okay. And now at Cambrian College, we offer more than 80 career-focused programs. So what are you interested? What are you good at? What do you want to do? So list here the program available for international students. Okay, so let's begin with our first program, General Study. Certificate. So at Cambrian College, we offer some program like Health Science, Retreat, or EAP, English for academic purpose. And let's move to the diplomas for 2 years or advanced diploma for 3 years. So in terms of business and information technology, at Cambrian College, we offer business administration in accounting or management, or we offer general business for 2 years diploma. Or if you are interested in IT, you can consider to apply for computer system technician or technology or computer programming, Internet of Things. Okay. And in terms of law and justice and community service, we offer a lot of programs, for example, early childhood education or social service worker. Yeah, and you know, this is the high demand job in Canada, in generally and in Sudbury as well. And in terms of arts, design, and music, we offer some programs like animations or graphic design or game design. And next, let's move to engineering technology or environmental study. As you may know, Sudbury is the mining capital of the world. So that's the reason we offer a lot of programs related to this industry. For example, we offer civil engineering technicians or environmental technicians or mining engineering as well. Yeah, so I mean that you have a lot of options to choose when you want to study engineering at Cambrian College. And yeah, let's talk about the most popular program for Filipino students. So it has to be health science and nursing. So at Cambrian College, we offer radical nursing. However, this is a limited enrollment and we only open for September intake. So you should apply as soon as possible if you want to study practical nursing. Otherwise, you can apply for personal support worker or fitness and health promotion or OTPA or massage therapy. Okay. Yeah, and last but not least is about skill trade training. So we offer some program like heavy equipment or multi-power technician. And we also offer the modern lab for international students. Okay. And yeah, so that is all information about our diplomas and advanced diploma. So how about the postgraduate program? The majority of program of postgraduate program at in Ontario is offered for 1 year. So that at Cambrian College, we also offer 15 postgraduate certificate program for 1 year. For example, business analytics or health analytics or public relations or cyber security. And the ideal plan for you is 1+1. Yeah, because when you study 1+1 after you graduate, you are eligible to apply for PGWB up to 3 years, right? And also, we can offer you the LOA with both programs. For example, I have many Filipino students, they want to choose project management as their first program. And after that, they want to do international business management as the second program. And we can issue the LOA with both programs. So I strongly believe it's very helpful for your visa. Okay. And now let's talk about our intake. So at Cambrian College, we have the 3 main intake: January, May, and September. However, for postgraduate certificate, we offer 3 more options: in March, in July, and in November. So total 6 intake are waiting for you. Okay. And yeah, now let's move to the English requirement, English language requirement. So at Cambrian College, we require IELTS or Duolingo. However, for Filipino students, we all know that you are very good at English, right? So we decided to waive IELTS for all Filipino. As well as you provide an additional letter from the last attending school confirming the language of instruction was English. So we will waive IELTS for you. And I think that is the good news for you because you can save money and also save time as well. Now, let's move to our accommodation. So as I mentioned before, we offer on-campus residence, or you can look for the affordable off-campus accommodations, for example, homestay or apartment. Yeah, and in terms of scholarship and financial support, at Cambrian College, we offer from $500 to 1,000 Canadian dollars for international students per semester. At least you study with, as long as you study with us at least 1 semester, and depends on your GPA. For example, your GPA above 3.5, you are eligible to apply for our scholarship. And yeah, so let's move to our service for international students. I mean that at Cambrian College, we offer a lot of service for you guys. However, as I know that most of students will focus on career center, mainly because at career center, we do have students with mock interview, with resume, with cover letter. And every year, we also organize the job fair with more than 100 employers in Ontario and Sudbury will attend in this fair. And this is the opportunity for you to look for the full-time job or the part-time job as well. Okay, so let's move to the estimate tuition fee and living expense at Cambrian College for 1 year. So you can see that the average tuition fee, including insurance and service fee, is around 15,000 Canadian dollar. And plus books, adjustment, room, semester, food, personal expense, total you will you may spend more than 25,000 Canadian dollar per year. And if you convert to peso, it's around more than 900,000 peso. Yeah, and I do hope this is the affordable tuition fee and living expense for Filipino students. Okay, so very good news. We offer a lot of promotion for international students, especially for Filipino students. When you apply to Kanata Agency, we will free application fee for you. In addition, we offer the housing bursary up to more than $400 per month. And also we offer book bursary for you. And especially we will cover 50% cost of 14-day quarantine in Sudbury. Okay, so that is all information about Cambrian College, about our location and job opportunity, and also our program. So now I would love to share with you some general information about RNIP in Sudbury. Yeah, which is one of the pathway to become the Canadian resident. Okay, so what is RNIP? So RNIP, which means Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot. And this is the program is attempted by the Canadian government at motivating newcomers to Canada to settle down in regional Canada. And total 11 communities from 5 provinces, British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Ontario are participating in the RNIP. And Sudbury is also chosen for the RNIP as well. So you can see that this is the Sudbury. And to be eligible for apply RNIP, you must meet minimum requirements. First of all, you need 1 year of work experience, or you need to graduate from post-secondary program of 2 years or longer. And number 3, you need to meet or exceed the language requirements. And number 4, very important, you need to find full-time permanent employment in Sudbury. And number 5, you need to meet community specific requirements. Okay, and in my opinion, one of benefit for RNIP is about NOC. Yeah, because NOC they accept for 5 level: O, A, B, C, and D. So that is to say, well, no matter what your job, you still eligible to apply for RNIP, right? And please carefully check the eligible occupation list in each community. For example, this is the eligible occupation list in Sudbury. Yeah, so you should check before choosing the program to study. For example, if you want to study early childhood education at Cambrian College, and you can see that, okay, early childhood education still belong to this list. And after you study with us 2 years, and after graduate, you receive the full-time and permanent job in Sudbury, you are eligible to apply for RNIP. Okay. And I would love to share to summarize the benefit if you study in Sudbury. I mean that after graduate, you are eligible to apply for RNIP. Besides other immigration program, for example, express entry and BNB. So I mean that you will have 3 options to consider to apply to be the Canadian resident. Okay. And yeah, so that is all information I would love to share with you about Cambrian College and RNIP program. So I just want to sum up the 3 reasons that at Cambrian College we offer and you can consider to apply for us. First of all, we offer the affordable tuition fee. Secondly, we offer the job opportunity. And last but not least, we offer the immigration opportunity for you. Okay, so please consider to apply for Cambrian College and make Cambrian become your second home. Okay, thank you so much. That is all my presentation. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you so much, Sophia. That's a very informative presentation. So guys, if you're planning on applying Cambrian College, which is located in Sudbury City, Ontario, we will have a question and answer portion later on so that we can discuss and clarify how we can go about starting your application or your enrollment. Now, we have our next guest speaker from Confederation College, which is located in Thunder Bay, also in the province of Ontario. So again, this is good news because this school is located in a city that is also a member of the RNIP. So let's all welcome Miss Cristel Valenzuela. Hello, Cristel. Good evening.
Hi, good evening, Miss Christina. And hello, Miss Catherine. Hello, Team Kanata. Thank you for inviting Confederation College. And we are so excited every time that we're going to have this virtual activity. And it's really right time to educate, of course, our prospective clients on the benefits of studying in Canada. And of course, hello to the lovely Miss Sophia of Cambrian College, my fellow RNIP, I'd say community. And I'm actually very thrilled that you have walked through our audience about RNIP. So I'm just going to perhaps dwell on that aspect in the T-Bay area in Thunder Bay. And since Miss Sophie actually has explained very well about this promising immigration route. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen right now. And I understand we're also live via YouTube. So hello to our viewers via YouTube and of course here via Zoom. Thank you once again for joining our session today. My presentation would be approximately around 20 minutes. So please stay put. If you do have coffee, tea, or wine with you, we'd love that. Just enjoy the presentation. Okay, so once again, my name is Cristel Valenzuela, and I represent Confederation College in the Philippines, Indonesia, and Malaysia. And of course, we welcome different nationalities across the globe. And with the help of Kanata, again, we accommodate the global citizens, okay? Not only the Filipino and Indonesian Malaysia market. So Confederation College is, as mentioned by Ms. Christina, we are of course located in the biggest demographic for international students, and that is of course in Ontario. But where particularly in Ontario? We are actually located in a very strategic situation, and I will walk you through about our location. And so you would understand, again, what's in and out in our community. So in my presentation, you would actually find out about, of course, first and foremost, know about Thunder Bay. That's where Confederation College is located. Because when you select a campus, a program, or your long-term plans in Canada, you really have to look at the whole picture, bird's eye view. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, in essence, you need to know if this college will provide me the skills that I may need in a global arena. If I also want to go back to my country, will this be an advantage for me? If I gain international or different skills that I've learned in Canada, and secondly, with the skills that I've gained, will this be valuable with the opportunities perhaps in Canada? Will this provide me, I guess, a decent or abundant job opportunities after we graduate? Number three, will this college where it's situated be a safe place for me? And if, as an international student, you know that, and I think Ms. Catherine will expound on this later on the perks of the study pathway. Can I bring my spouse, my partner with me? And can they work there as well? Can I bring my kids? Can they receive the subsidies or the allowances? Maybe that's what you've heard. So you have to think at that aspect as well. Number four, will this community, now that I've mentioned about family and your kids and your spouse, will there be also opportunities for them? Is this a great environment for them while I study? And of course, if I want to settle here, is this also a perfect avenue, okay, for everyone? And last but not the least, will this also provide me, I guess, a springboard for longer or long-term goal, which is settlement or immigration route? So you can really nominate different features, or I'd say different facets on how you select a college. And hopefully what I've mentioned earlier, Confederation College will be able to provide you what you're looking for, as I have indicated early on. Okay, and that, of course, I described the first one about our community. I'm gonna show a very quick video of our community. And of course, we need to know a little bit about RNIP, just a little bit on it, and how it's directly streamlined with the specific program that you're gonna select. So you really have to be very careful when it comes to this. And of course, we're going to expound further about the college. Okay, so kindly pay attention to the next screen and enjoy this very quick video.
Home. Some say it's where the heart is. That there's no place like it. In Thunder Bay, we all embrace a life that's unapologetically northern. Because for us, home is more than where we are. It's who we are. We're a rare breed. We roll with the punches and go with the flow. We carve our own niche and blaze our own trails. Our pioneering spirit unifies us, makes us a community. North side, south side, at the end of the day, we're all on the same side. This is our stomping ground, our natural habitat. And whether you choose Thunder Bay or Thunder Bay chose you, this is home.
Right. And I hope this will be your home as well, together with your family. It's quite fascinating when we've watched this video. It does remind you perhaps of a tourism video, because that is one thing. Thunder Bay is also a tourism destination, and it is one of the key sectors in our community. So if you're from hospitality, food service, then, well, this would be a great place for you. Okay. And if you look at the left part of the screen, this is also the quick profile of our community, Thunder Bay, T-Bay, as what they also call it. And you can see right now on the geographic aspect, we're about 90 minutes away, or 2 hours flight by flight from Toronto, and 8 hours away from Manitoba, and about 50 kilometers from Minnesota, the USA. So it's about 4 hours away. And as an international student, this is actually a very strategic information for you, because people are coming in and out in the community, which again, as you know, when the economy is open with visitors, tourists, or different kinds of people who would want to enter the city, workers as well, this would provide you also a decent part-time job, of course, and postgraduate work opportunities, isn't it? And despite the fact that we're quite open to the States and of other parts of in Canada, would you believe that we have very low COVID case? Because the Thunder Bay is very rigorous when it comes to their protocol, and they have, with this, they have very disciplined community. They have a strong government or local government that really has a mandate for the COVID protocols. So in effect, they have controlled the situation, and they have opened, of course, the businesses, the small and big businesses, which is for your advantage. And to date, we have 0 COVID case as we speak. I think for the past 2 months, that has been the case. Maybe only 1 or 2 will pop out, but it's just typically like 2 to 0 case in a timeline. So that's a really wonderful news I'd like to share. And another key aspect of the community, we're third busiest airport in Ontario, largest inland port in the world. So if you are apart from you are in the tourism, hospitality, food service industry, if you're also from aviation, maritime industry, business, and of course, healthcare and community support, well, this is also a great avenue for you, okay? And again, this is only the short profile of the community. You can also check us out via official page of Thunder Bay, City of Thunder Bay, so you can find out about the key sectors and important factors about the city. Okay, next one, of course, about RNIP or RNIP. And we are so thrilled to inform you, similarly with Cambrian, that we are acknowledged by the city of Thunder Bay, as an important factor or contributor to the community. And I quote this, this was given, as mentioned, we have a very strong relation also with Thunder Bay. Confederation has a very strong relationship with Thunder Bay. And as one of the important activities that we've been trying to engage with as the community. So this particularly is with CEDC, Community Economic Development Commission. So who are they? They are, of course, the ones in charge of running the economy of Thunder Bay. And most especially, they are in charge of the nomination nomination for RNIP. So you have to go through them. If you're eligible, they will nominate you, they will endorse you to apply for permanent residency. And it has been a privilege. Last February of this year, Miss Emily Luazan, the RNIP coordinator, did a wonderful presentation to our students. And if you want to watch this full video, please do not hesitate to contact, of course, Kanata. We'll be sharing the video with them, and you can ask about the link of this video. So about RNIP, and if you are, so during this session, during this free webinar for our students, some of the students indeed ask, so what are my chances if I'm a graduate of Confed and I've been living and working in Thunder Bay, and at the time of my application, it happens to be it's a full-time job offer, and apparently it's also a priority occupation. And according to Miss Laura of CEDC, really excellent chance. And to attest that for a fact, this is our record, a success story. And under the RNIP, so it was actually the first launch was 2020, last year. And would you believe that 50%, okay, of the participants were actually graduates of Confed College? So that is such a staggering information. And last year, frankly speaking, the big chunk of the pie was primarily under healthcare and community industries and spread out different occupations. But great news, we have actually just again had the draw for 2021 last February or January of this year, the second draw. And there is a variety of occupations, priority occupations. And number one right now is in the hospitality, food service, hand in hand with real estate. And the second occupation was actually health and community. And what is amazing is that the rest of the chart or the pie, it's quite sporadic, different occupations, not only saturating in one or two occupations. So that's what we admire about this RNIP. And we hope also that this will be a permanent pathway, just like Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program or the AIPP. Sorry, circling back to that. And so during this webinar, Ms. Laura did mention that as a graduate of Confed, we're very happy that, again, we have molded the skills that the qualifications of the community may need. So it's very much applicable after you graduate. Whatever you've learned, you will be able to apply primarily in Thunder Bay and other Northwest area. And secondly is that T-Bay economy, despite the pandemic, is very robust with employers that again would offer full-time permanent work rather in different sectors. And last but not the least, I'm going to carry you to the bench right now. As an international student, we do have excellent reputation of being diligent, hardworking, and very respectful. And hopefully that will continue to have this brand as an international student. Okay, so this is about RNIP. And also, if I can mention, not only via RNIP that you may be eligible, you can also apply via Express Entry or OINP. Well, it may seem, watching or seeing this, it seems like, easy breezy, but frankly speaking, it is not. There are some technical aspect about this. That's why this free session, we're telling you that you really have to plan ahead. Well, don't overplan, don't overthink. It's quite just appropriate to educate yourself in accordance, and you'll know in the long process, because this is not overnight. It does take time. But what's actually what's possible is that now we understand, as an international student, this is your route. So probably you've heard the popular slogan for most of the pathways to Canada: you study, you work, and you live, because that is generally the route that you should aim for. Okay, and hopefully this is very clear on the immigration routes. And you can, again, request for the full video of this webinar from Kanata. Now, moving forward, in relation to the jobs, you can check out here, go to Thunder Bay or just type in Thunder Bay RNIP and you'll find out the specific occupations for the direct match for NOC or NOC to apply under RNIP. Okay, let's move forward. Now that we've learned about the opportunities, we've learned about the community, hopefully that we're quite convinced. Now let me try to discuss further about the college. So this is the second phase of my presentation. And of course, we are a publicly funded institution. Therefore, we adhere to the regulations, to the policies accordingly. And as an international student, what are the perks or what are your rights as you become a Confed College student? These are few of those. I haven't indicated all because it's quite a lot. But you can, again, check out our website and you'll find out what are the services that you should get as an international student. However, if I could highlight few of these perks, immigration and academic advising. So you might be overwhelmed with the different route, RNIP, YNP, express entry. Do not fear because we do have immigration, in-house immigration lawyers wherein you can consult for free. And of course, that is part of your perk as being an international student at Confed College. So you can check out, you can find information from them in depth. Of course, they will not apply you, but they can provide you the overview of different routes, okay? And another key factor here, another essential service that Confed gives out to the student is the employment assistance. And as for example, well, there are different divisions involved here. Well, number one is the organization called SUCCI or SUCCI, and this is an association by under Confederation College, run by students, for students. Okay, by students, run by students, for students, and essentially they give out different help, and one of which is the on-campus job. And as you know, as an international student, you are actually allowed or eligible to work on or off campus. So it really depends on how would you go about that on this route. But just to share with you, with on-campus job, there is no limit when it comes to the hours. But we always remind our students, of course, your first priority is your studies. So you really need to have excellent time management skills. And this is an example of our on-campus opportunities for the student. Well, it's not really like 100% guarantee because you still have to go through some process, okay? And I think the most popular on campus is being a tutor for the international students. And right now, the salary would be about $14.56 per hour. Not bad for a part-time student for on-campus job. Okay, another important facet of what we do is we give out a lot of free webinars to our students. And for those who are active or proactive in attending these free workshops, webinars, in the long run, of course, you will benefit from it. You will have the first-hand information. You will know the ins and outs of different topics about your RNIP, about your study permit, as you can see right now here as an example, and about working opportunities and the community. So we always encourage our students, please do attend. Anyway, it's for free. And right now we're doing online, but of course by January, we are looking at all face-to-face sessions to be implemented. Okay, so this is another example on how we help our students. Next one, this is very important. Part of the service, we have a division called the Workforce Development Division. So who are they? Their role is to help students find out employment possibilities for their work placement, and also CoOp. CoOp is paid internship. Some programs would have this category, and some would have the work placement, and some would not have. And let's say, for example, developmental services worker, we do have that. So it's paid internship or CoOp. And if you're looking for employer, you can check out from them, and they will provide you a job bank or a list of employers that would be dedicated for our students. And so that is while studying, okay? The next one is about postgraduate work opportunities. You can also seek out some information from this team, from this division. And we're very happy to share with you that the Workforce Development Division works hand in hand with NEW. You can take a screenshot, you can visit the website yourself as well. So NEW is a Employment Ontario service provider, and they have 3 locations, and one is of course in Thunder Bay, specifically on campus. They are located at Confederation College, so it's only one split away, if I can use that. And so they provide different services. So what are these? As an example, they give out free workshops. Right now, they're giving out free workshops through their Facebook page, workshops, free certifications on, say, job safety or anything that may be in demand in the community. And they also provide job bank or job listings that will be potential employers for you. Okay. And apart from that, this is, of course, collaboration with Employment Ontario. And our students right now, they're doing partial, so they're doing hybrid. And of course, that is a combination of face-to-face session and online as well. So just to have a very concrete example, as you can see right now, this is the program called Developmental Services Worker. You can check this out from our website. And remember, I did mention about CoOp. So this is how it works. For the field placement, we have our listings here secured where you can do your paid internship. Okay, as an example, we've got it here. And not only that, for the postgraduate work opportunities, we also stipulate in our website here, graduates are hired by the following agencies in Thunder Bay. So this also are possible options for you. We're saying, yes, we try to accommodate everything that might be relevant for you and what is important for you. Of course, to be able to apply the skills that you've learned from Confed and apply it in real work scenario. So we've got here, again, CoOp opportunities and the postgraduate work as well, as an example. Now, okay, so this one, we just had, we're very big on job fairs. In fact, last night, we had a meeting with the president of the college, and they're so fantastic, very accommodating. They keep on asking what our students need, what our students want. It's like, okay, it's not that we're spoiling, but we adhere to a certain level, and they're very open-minded. If you mention, our students are looking for this and that, they will try to accommodate that as much as they can. And they mentioned about job fairs. So we just had a job fair recently. And she also mentioned yesterday that we wanted to develop more on the job fair category. So we're trying to invite a lot of employers to go to our campus and do the face-to-face job fair by 2022. And hopefully you'll be one of those students. Okay, moving forward. This is a very short video shared by the head of Confederation College International, and let's hear what she has to say.
I really commend the Canadian government because it has given the students a pathway to stay here. So students come, they study, they get used to living in Canada, they adapt to the culture, they improve their language, and then they graduate with a Canadian credential. And then the Canadian government makes it relatively easy for them to stay for anywhere up to 3 years to work here and apply everything they learned. We have an awful lot of
Right. It's quite stunning to learn about this information. So they encourage the students. They commend, the college commends the government for for allowing the students to stay put in the community if they want to stay in Thunder Bay. So this, again, such support that you will get to receive from the college. And now moving forward, now that we've learned about the few of the support or services that you're going to receive from Confed, let's talk about the programs. This one is going to be very quick. So I would recommend that you take a screenshot on the programs presented by Confed. First faculty would be the Faculty of Aviation. So we have our ACE, or Aviation Center of Excellence. We have it here. So we have our own hangar. We have our own planes, choppers for simulation. That is by aerospace engineering students, and of course aviation students. And this is located particularly at Thunder Bay International Airport, and it's approximately 12 to 15 minutes away from the college. Quite accessible and convenient. And next one, on very, very famous and priority occupation, of course, as we know. Famous stream would be technology and trades, similar with Cambrian, because we are very big on the skills and trades as well. And these are the programs offered under these faculty: aviation, engineering technology, natural resources, and skilled trades. Kind of take a screenshot. And if you have any questions about these programs, you can ask them later on during our Q&A. So we have here our intakes, our duration of years, our annual fees, and some additional fees. At Confed, we don't ask you or require you to pay upfront 1 year. We can do it in staggered payment, and I'll be talking about it later on. Next faculty is Business, Hospitality, and Media Arts. We have here these programs. Okay. Again, kindly take a screenshot. Next one is the Faculty of Community Services and Health. We have here also very popular and in-demand program for these umbrella, health and community services. Okay, kindly take a screenshot as well. And last but not the least, we do have here postgraduate programs. Postgraduate programs, it is an array of different industries or programs rather. We've got tech, business, healthcare, and community programs as well. By the way, if your program is 1 year, you can actually add +1 later on. You don't have to decide right now. Let's take, for example, you want to pursue human resource management on the first year, and on the second year, you can add up another 1 year of, let's say, IBM. So you are actually, it is possible for you to gain 2 to 3 years of postgraduate work permit. So that is the 1+1 category. Okay. And for the expenses, this is only a conservative figure. It really depends on how you balance your lifestyle. We have indicated here fun. It depends on what is fun. And here we've got the most popular one is, of course, shared apartment. And we have got a lot of great people there in Thunder Bay would really help you out with finding an accommodation. So we're very happy. We've got alumni, we've got current students helping each other out to find affordable housing for each and every one. So I'm happy to share you about this generous community that we have in Thunder Bay. And okay, so we're actually now on the last part of my presentation, and this we're also giving out entry bursaries for our Filipino students. There are also bursaries and some scholarships for other nationalities, so you can check out our website. But this is specifically for the Philippine passport holder, and we're giving out 500 for certificate or diploma program, and 750 for postgraduate certificate program. And for the payment, okay, if you're a Philippine passport holder, we're actually giving out a very strategic deposit fee. It depends though. Others would still go for 1 semester. So it is your call. You can pay 1 semester or 1 year tuition fee. But what we require is 2,500 to settle your LOA. And then you can pay the rest later on. So we do have a schedule or fee schedule. Okay. And of course, to wrap my presentation up, kindly watch the short video and also pay attention to the right side of the screen. Right. And hopefully you're fully convinced with pursuing your plans through, of course, Kanata and at Confederation College. And if you are fully convinced now and you're ready to go apply at Confed, then we are waiving your application fee of 95 CAD. You don't have to pay application fee. And of course, for Philippine passport holders or those who have studied in the Philippines, different nationality perhaps, we are also waiving IELTS, Duolingo, depends on the profile, but all programs are waived as well. We don't need MOI or English certificate. We welcome high school graduates of the old Philippine curriculum, no need for bridging program. And guess what? Our transportation or bus pass is actually quite I'd say a convenience, because you will just have to pay a minimal amount of admin fee of between 140 to 200 per year, and you will have access to our bus pass 365 days for free all year round. So this is another great way to save some cost. And as you know, we are also situated in a very progressive area with low cost of living. And we've got programs with CoOp and employment assistance. And of course, in essence, you could apply via RNIP, OINP, or Express Entry Immigration Route. Well, that ends my presentation. Thank you very much. Back to you, Ms. Christina.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cristel. So that's a very informative presentation, and I hope you guys were able to screenshot those slides that Ms. Cristel have asked you to, if you're very interested on pursuing your career and your education with Confederation College. So our next guest speaker would be our one and only Miss Catherine Manasan, an education counselor here at Kanata. So she will be discussing all of the details on how you can start your application with us. It's either you choose Cambrian College or Confederation College. So without further delay, let's all welcome the one and only Miss Catherine Manasan.
Hi, good evening,
Hi,
everyone. Thank you so much, Miss Christina, and thank you so much to our school representatives, Miss Sophia and Miss Cristel. So that was a very informative session, and our audience tonight are very lucky to have been informed about RNIP, employment, and as well as availability of programs inside the in their own campuses. So without further ado, let me start my presentation so we can proceed with the question and answer portion. I know you guys are so excited to learn more about Cambrian and Confederation College. So let me just discuss real quick what are the services offered by Kanata Education and how we will be able to help you fulfill your dreams of studying in Canada. Okay, so once again, welcome to Study in Canada webinar with Kanata Education. So for tonight's topics, we will be discussing who we are as an agency, the services that we are offering, what is there in Canada, what is the process, how you're going to start the process, your opportunities, and your future plans in Canada. Okay, so Kanata means a village or coming together or a meeting place. So here at Kanata Education, we are a small team of an agency. We are one of the leading educational agency in Manila for Canada. So we are focused on helping prospective students to study in Canada only. So we don't market other countries. So we are focused in sending students to Canada as their study abroad destination. I'm very sorry about my dog. So she is quite loud right now. Okay. And we do have over 5 years experience in visa processing and student consultation, and we work directly with our school partners in Canada. So here are our services that we provide for our students. So our mission here is to help students achieve their goals and dreams of going to Canada without the extra cost. So that's right, we don't collect processing fees for our students, and we wanted to be the first agency, the students who have plans to go to Canada, to be their first agency to help them. So one of our services is to provide free assessment for our students prior to their application, be their representative on behalf of the school, and we do provide a comprehensive list of requirements and guidelines once we reach visa application process, and of course assist you all throughout your application journey to Canada. So we are here to actually help you get there. Okay, so our schools tonight are part of Central Canada, which is located in Ontario. And you guys are very lucky to learn more about the RNIP, which is one of the migration pathways to Canada. Okay, so a lot of Filipinos or international, aspiring international students really wanted to study in Canada, not just because of affordability and diverse culture and society, but because of their healthy and safe community, and of course, their possible migration and unlimited opportunities. Okay, so what are the documents required to start your application as an international student? So you need to have a valid passport and your diplomas and transcript of records. So both of our schools tonight are waiving the English proficiency requirement, so you don't need an IELTS. You just need to submit all your documents. And I believe for Cambrian College, they are requiring the medium of instruction as a certificate of English. So we also need that as well. So for assessment and further consultation, we'll be requiring your updated CV or resumes. That will be posted. I'll be posting the link for consultation, booking, and assessment. So what are the process, or what is the process you need to take to start your application to become an international student in Canada? So first of all, you need to consult with your counselor. So this is a very critical stage, because this is where we are going to assess your profile and provide you with the right program recommendation, and we are going to assess you and help you which program you need to take. So this is a very critical stage, and we don't collect fees on consultation. So we are very giving on information, and we will also help you with your study plan writing. So we need to learn more about you. So by the time we will do the visa application process, we'll be able to help you with your study plan. So this is the part where we get to know you better. Okay, after that, you need to submit all the required documents so we can apply you to the school of your choice. So both of our schools are part of the designated learning institution list, so you don't have to worry about it. All of their programs, the school is eligible for giving postgraduate work permit, so you don't need to worry about that as well. Okay, so once we've done the submission for your application, we'll then wait for the offer letter or the letter of acceptance. You need to confirm your slot by paying the tuition fee or the deposit fee required by the school. Once you've done that, we'll start with your visa application process by getting a medical exam. So we suggest and we ask all our students to get an upfront medical to minimize the processing time for your visa application. So other than that, you need to complete all the required visa requirements. So we will be providing you comprehensive list of documents as well as the guideline for the study plan writing. So you don't have to worry about it. We will help you with everything. Make sure we polish your study plan and make sure that you get there to Canada. And then we'll assist you with the submission of your documents for visa application. So there are two types of visa application stream for our students. So first is the regular stream, which is the most preferred option of visa application for our students. So what is regular stream? So application assessment runs between 6 to 8 weeks. So at the moment, this is quite happening. So we do have approvals or decisions by the IRCC in a span of 1 month. I think the fastest that we had during this time is 28 days. So by the time we submit, they had their approval 28 days after. So it is quite happening, this application assessment. But we cannot guarantee how long is the application assessment. So it's not the same for everyone. So please, we ask for our students to lodge their visa application at most or at least give 3 months before the start of the intake. So that is the ideal time to submit your visa application. So at the moment, we are not accepting for January 2022 applications. It's already October. So we're just waiting for the decisions right now. So we are accepting applications for May 2022 and September 2022. Okay, so what are the other requirements? Of course, is your proof of acceptance from the school or the letter of acceptance, your proof of identity, proof of financial support. So proof of financial support is where the show money comes in. Now, this is where you have to prove that you are financially capable or financially able to support yourself in Canada, your studies, and your all other expenses. So you can either do your self-sponsorship or have a third party to sponsor your studies. So the required show money for regular stream is your 1-year tuition fee and 1-year living cost of 10,000 Canadian dollars. So if the tuition fee is around 14 to 15,000 Canadian dollars plus 10,000 Canadian dollars living cost, so that is a total of 24 to 25,000 Canadian dollars as your show money. Now, this show money is not required to be in your own bank account. It can be in the sponsor's bank account. We do highly suggest that your sponsor must be a relative or a family member to strengthen the relationship between you as a student and your sponsor. Now, the sponsor is not required to be in Canada, so they can be anywhere around the world, just as long as they are able to provide the required documents to become eligible as a sponsor. All right, now if you're bringing your dependents with you, that will be an additional of 4,000 Canadian dollars for your spouse and 3,000 Canadian dollars for your child or each child. So, syempre yung iba, 1 or 2 more, yung more than 1 ang kanilang anak. So that would be 3,000 Canadian dollars per child. All right. And then, of course, you need to write your letter of explanation or your study plan or statement of purpose. So you don't have to worry about this. Kanata Education will help you write the study plans. So we'll give you a guidelines how to write it and make sure that it's correct. It covers all the points required by the IRCC to make sure that you'll get the approval that you wanted. Okay, so once again, for a regular stream, you need to have a proof of acceptance or the letter of acceptance, your proof of identity, your proof of financial support, and your letter of explanation. So there is another one application stream for our students. So if you don't have any sponsor, or you don't have that, you don't want to have that kind of hassle of getting all the required documents to prove that you are financially capable or able to sustain yourself as a student in Canada, then you can apply through the Study Direct stream. So it's a very straightforward, hassle-free type of application. So, well, pre-pandemic application assessment runs between 4 to 6 weeks. At the moment, SDS doesn't work this way, but there are approvals under SDS, of course. However, the processing time is not the same anymore, unlike pre-COVID. So since our schools tonight are waiving the IELTS requirement, but if you are applying through the Study Direct stream, then an IELTS score with a minimum band of 6 is required. Okay. And then you are required to purchase a guaranteed investment certificate worth 10,000 Canadian dollars, and you need to pay the tuition fee for 1 year. So basically, under the Study Direct stream, you are covering your expenses for 1 year. You don't need to provide additional proof for your financial capacity. That is only under your discretion if you want to. But this one, you don't need to get all the other bank statements from a third party or a sponsor. You just have to purchase GIC worth 10,000 and pay your 1 year tuition fee to prove that you are financially capable to sustain yourself as a student in Canada. And of course, you need to write your letter of acceptance, letter of purpose or study plan or a statement of purpose. Okay, so once again, Study Direct stream, you need to have an IELTS with a minimum band of 6, purchase GIC worth 10,000 Canadian dollars, and the payment of tuition fee for 1 year. Okay, so I'm going to skip this part because we're not in the COVID peak anymore. Canada is open for international students, so you don't have to worry about going to Canada. Right now, they are still offering online classes, but it might affect your PGWP. So we'll skip to that. Okay, so welcome to your new life as a student in Canada. Of course, as a student, there are certain rules and regulations you need to follow, and make sure that you are always enrolled at a designated learning institution. You cannot skip school if you are under the student permit, and you need to make progress towards completing your program. You have to respect the conditions of your student permit by leaving Canada, of course, once your permit expires, and stop studying if you do not meet these requirements. So good news to everyone, as a student, you can work in Canada. So either you can work on campus, off campus, and if your program has a co-op. So on-campus jobs are highly dependent on the school if there is any availability. So if you do get a job on campus, you can still work off campus, which is establishments outside the campus, like fast food chains, gasoline stations, office, like inside the offices or salons. It depends on you guys. So if you are qualified or if you have the skill, then you can apply anywhere outside the campus. And if your program has a co-op, usually it is incorporated with a program. It's the same as an OJT in the Philippines, who it could be paid or not paid depending on the employer. So you can get jobs on these three altogether. So it's not like if you do have on campus, you cannot work off campus and you cannot do the co-op. So it's not like that. If you get a job on campus, you can also work off campus and you can do your co-op. So more jobs, more fun. All right, so as an international student, you can work 20 hours per week during school semester and 40 hours per week during your semestral breaks and holiday breaks. So another exciting benefit of an international student is that you can stay in Canada after 3 years when you finish your program. So if your program is less than 8 months, you're not eligible for PGWP. And if your program is 1 year, you're eligible for 1 year postgraduate work permit and 3 years postgraduate work permit if you finish a 2-year program. So as mentioned earlier by our school representatives, if your program is 1 year, let's say you're taking a project management, you can add another program of 1 year for you to be eligible for a 3 years post graduate work permit. So you don't have to worry if our recommendation is for you to take a 1-year program, because you can add another program to that. So you can get a 3 years postgraduate work permit, as well as your visa will be up to 2 years or until your program is done. Okay. And I think the most exciting benefit for international students, which attracts more Filipinos to study in Canada, is that they can bring their dependents with them. So you can either bring your spouse or common law partner, and of course your children. Now, if you're 18 years old and above and you're not yet married, your parents, your titos and titas, your siblings are not considered as dependents. So only these people are considered as dependents, and the only people you can bring in Canada with you. But then of course, if you're a PR, that's a different story. All right, so once again, we are Kanata Education. We don't collect processing fees. We provide free assessment, unlimited consultation, and free assistance all throughout your student application journey. We only collect the 10,000 peso security deposit, which is consumable for your visa application and biometrics fees. So if you haven't already, please follow us on all our social media pages for more updates and announcements. And please, if you missed the first part of the video or the webinar, you can watch it on our YouTube channel. And if you want to learn more about the RNIP, Miss Christelle of Confederation College discussed it over there. So you can watch it, share it with your friends, so we can spread the good news about studying in Canada. Thank you so much. We can now proceed with the question and answer portion.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Kat. So again, a reminder, if you haven't followed Miss Catherine Manasan yet, just go to YouTube, search for her name, and then click the follow button. Hit like and subscribe. So we'll start with our question and answer portion, and I'll be reading our questions that are posted here on the chat box. First one is about IELTS. Miss Sophia, I'll start with Cambrian College. So what if the student or the applicant is an undergraduate, so doesn't have a bachelor's degree? I'm assuming that they're interested, or they're going to apply for the post-secondary or the diploma. If they're an undergraduate, would IELTS still be required for them?
Hello. Okay, thank you so much for your question. Hi, Chiu. In your case, we still waive IELTS for you as long as you provide us the medium of instruction certificate from your high school. Yeah, to confirm that your language was instruction was English. So we will waive IELTS for you. Yeah.
Thank you. How about for Miss Christelle with Confederation?
Hi, Miss Christina. Okay, what was the specific question? Sorry.
For undergraduates, for college undergraduates, would they be required to take IELTS, or are they will they be waived for them?
Undergrad. So it's for undergrad. Basically, we have different profiles.
Mm-hmm.
If you are profile A, you're a bachelor's degree holder, and profile B is your K-12 graduate, and profile C is the undergrad, the one that you've mentioned about. As long as they have taken 2 years minimum of the post-secondary, this is from K-10 plus post-secondary, and they do have English, yes, they're eligible to be waived from IELTS, and they don't need to submit their MOI or medium of instruction. Only the other category, the last profile, if you are a high school graduate from the old Philippine curriculum or K-10, then you would need to submit Duolingo. Okay. But the good news is that they don't have to do bridging program. They can apply directly to certificate diploma program. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good news.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have a question here. So for which intake you guys are accepting applications? Are you open for May 2022 and for September 2022? And how long is the application process? By the way, I would want to say that it's a girl power tonight. All our presenters are women. So yay. Okay, so back to the question. Miss Christelle.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks, Miss Kat. Okay, so for the intake, we have our major intake is September. So we're already open for September intake. However, we're still open for January and May. But as I mentioned by Ms. Kat, if you're gonna go for January, it's a do or die situation because time is of essence, and the for the LOA, it's actually very quick when it comes to releasing the offer letter. But when you apply for your student permit, it does take time. So we encourage, you go for May. We're still open, or September. So with the LOA, you'll be able, if you have submitted all your documents accordingly to Kanata, and if the program is also, I'd say, would have lots of seats, then we would be able to release the offer letter in less than a week. So we can do that. If the program is in demand and limited seats, let's say, for example, dental hygiene, dental assisting, personal support worker, very popular, then the trend right now, it might take some time. So it could be from 7 days to 14 days. Yeah, that's the timeline.
So yes, it's very quick for Confederation College and in Cambrian College as well. But yes, Miss Sophia, are you open for May and September 2022?
Also, at the moment, we only open for May intake. And for maybe in December, we will open for September intake. And it takes around 2 weeks to process LOA at Cambrian College.
Yes, 2 weeks. Okay. Can you discuss or give more information about the 1+1 issuance of letter of acceptance? Because I think they are quite confused about it. Will they have to pay both for the programs, or they can just pay for one program and then later on they can proceed with the next program's payment?
Okay, so for 1+1 program, we are eligible to issue the LOA with both programs. However, students just need to pay for one program only. Yeah, because we think it's very helpful for their visa. So that's the reason we issue the LOA with both programs. However, after they finish the first program, they can change another program what they like. It's okay for them. Yeah.
So they can change for a different program.
That's correct. Yeah, they can change
the next for the second program.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, that's great. So once they get approved, they can change for another different industry, a different type of program. Ms. Christelle, is it the same for you?
How I wish. No, it's quite different. What we do, we don't issue one LOA with 2 programs, but we only issue one, so one at a time for the 1+1. And but the beauty of that format is that you don't have to decide right now, because you really have to again simulate in that environment. So you could probably like check out if this program is suitable for you or not, and then you can decide later on. You can even decide during the second semester of your first year program. So you're not obliged. But again, the bottom line is that you could go for a 1+1. You can add up later on if you wish, and this will be possible for 2 to 3 years of postgraduate work permit.
Okay, that's really good to know. So you can issue only one letter of acceptance, is that correct?
For the 1+1, yes.
Yes, okay. Ms. Christina, do you have other questions?
Yes. The next question is actually about CoOp. So this is one of the most popular questions among students because as we all know, CoOp is very helpful for them to gain practical knowledge in the field. I'll start with Ms. Sophia. For programs with CoOp, how would they know if the CoOp is paid or not? And also, how would they know if the program offers CoOp?
Okay, thank you, Christina. Okay, so very easy to get know whether we offer CoOp or not. You can visit our website and you can check each program. For example, the CoOp we offer depends on on which program. For example, for the hands-on program, like a practical nursing or early childhood education, we do offer co-op. However, for program related to business for 2 years, we don't have co-op. Yeah, so that I highly recommend that you should visit our website and to check it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. How about for Confederation, Miss Cristel?
Co-op. So co-op, I agree with you. It's a very, I'd say, an important factor if you're international student, not only because you're going to gain experience, but of course, in essence, you will have networking as well, a springboard to your prospective employer. And then as well, this is another way of gaining some income. We at Confed, we may not be able to provide huge amount of scholarships, but I think these are some ways that you can earn some money. So it really depends also on which program. Not all programs would have co-op. And for if maybe perhaps later on, Miss Christina, if you have the one-on-one assessment with a student, I can provide you the number of hours when it comes to their co-op, so they could again it has to be streamlined with the one-on-one session. But yeah, the most popular, if I could just mention, with the programs with co-op, number one, under the Faculty of Business, that is culinary management. Sorry, business hospitality, culinary management. And then for the health and community, of course, personal support worker and all the community support worker. And then for postgraduate, we actually have few programs that would have co-op, and the rest will have work placement. So yeah, all right.
Speaking of work placement, Miss Cristel, can you differentiate what is work placement and co-op?
Right. Okay. So I guess the first thing, let's talk about the similarity is that this is part of your curriculum, and so it is embedded in your program. This is not outside your 2 or 1 year program, so it is indeed part of your curriculum, part of your study period. And then that's the core similarity. Now for the differences, as you've asked, Ms. Catherine, that for co-op, definitely it's a paid internship, so they get to have some income or they get to be paid. And then with the other one, it's not paid, but again, the essence of having the work experience and the networking is very critical. So yeah.
Right. So guys, that is the difference between the co-op and work placement. So it's still, both of them are integrated with your program. All right. So Ms. Christina, we have a question here with regards to Kanata. If we are providing assistance for show money, are we? So okay, let me answer that question. We don't give assistance for show money. We are not a financial institution. We don't also offer fly now, pay later. I'm very sorry that we don't have that kind of option. We only provide assistance all throughout your student application journey, but when it comes to financial requirements, we don't have that capacity. All right. And I want to mention once again about the 10,000 pesos. So that is only for the student as a security deposit, because that means you are confirmed that you are applying through Kanata Education. But if you are bringing your dependents with you, you have to pay a certain amount for the processing fees. And by the way, the 10,000 is consumable for the students' visa application and biometrics fees. Now, if you're bringing dependents, Ms. Christina, how much will be the fees?
For the dependent processing fees, it's 30,000 pesos for adult and 20,000 pesos for minor per head. So that's per person. Now, these includes the assistance fee, the documentation, and the writing of the statement of purpose. But you may want to add to your budget, another, I think, 10,000 for the dependents' visa processing fee and their biometrics fee.
Yes, that is correct. So that is purely for processing, and that's not including the visa application and
Application.
biometrics. Yes, okay. So guys, if you do have a specific question with regards to program recommendation, I highly suggest that you book an appointment so that we can properly assist you or assess you, because right now, if we're going to give you the program recommendation, we won't be finishing anytime soon. So I posted the link in the chat box so you can book an assessment with us. So for general questions, we can answer them. Is there an age limit for the application of programs? Miss Christelle, do you guys have any age limit?
That's the beauty of the study pathway. Again, when you go to Canada, there are about 60 plus immigration routes, right? And one of which is the study pathway. And with the age factor, there is no limits when it comes to this. As far as I can remember, the recent one that we've had applied for postgraduate is 55 and already in Canada studying at Confed. So that's one thing. I want to circle back, Miss Kat. Sorry, before we pass it on to the next question. You mentioned about the financial aspect. If we actually look closely, let's say, for example, with Confed, we accommodate staggered payment. So in reality, it's like you fly now and you pay the tuition fee, the rest of the tuition fee later, right? You're not obliged to pay the 1 year tuition fee. You can go with one semester or low deposit plus the next payment. So that's one thing. You don't have to pay the whole tuition fee. In fact, for the second semester, you can pay it later on while studying. So I think of that perspective. Think of the different I guess highlight on how we could really navigate through the financial information. So hopefully this would help a lot as well, that information.
Yes, that's true. So you don't really have to pay for the 1 year tuition fee. So that is a very good thing about studying in Canada. And in case, guys, if God forbid you get a refusal, all these fees that you pay towards the school will be fully refundable. Yes. So what about Miss Sophia? Do you have any age limit in applying at Cambrian College?
Okay, I mean that it's never too late to study. So we welcome all ages to study at Cambrian College. Okay, so we don't have any age limited in Cambrian College.
Yes, and to add to that, our recent approval is around 49 years old. Yes, so you don't have to worry about it. We'll help you polish your study plan. All you need to do is to submit your application to us, and we will apply it either at Confederation College or at Cambrian College. Miss Christina, do you still have any other questions?
I think most of the questions in the chat box are more on their personal program recommendation. So guys, don't worry. There's a link on the chat box. Do schedule an appointment with us so that we can discuss or have a one-on-one session with you.
Yes, that's correct. And you can also message us on our Facebook page if you want to know more or inquire about the study pathway in Canada. Okay, so I think that's it for tonight's webinar. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us and spending your Friday night with us. I hope you guys are excited as we are to study in Canada, and I hope you learned so much. It was a very informative webinar. Thank you so much to our school representatives, Miss Christelle of Confederation College and Miss Sophia of Cambrian College. Miss Christina?
Yes, thank you so much, guys. From our fellow Filipinos, not just here in the Philippines, but also anywhere in the world. So we have a lot of viewers from the Middle East. I think it's good afternoon to you there. Thank you so much for spending your Friday afternoon with us.
See you guys next time, and I hope you can share the video from our YouTube channel so you can spread the news about studying in Canada. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Bye.
All right, so they're gone, and
Hello.
Are we still live?
oh wait,
Yeah, okay.
I think we're still live via Facebook.
no, wala na. I ano na.